Hi guys, this is BuzzBait's Linux Things, and I'm just here to kind of give a follow-up video on the video I posted earlier, just because I realized that it was hard to see the display settings that I was trying to depict in the video. So I wanted to get a better video of that, and I'll probably put the link to this second video in the bottom of the first one. So that'll be a easy thing to find. Anyway, my experience in finding how to set this up on 3 monitors with Compiz was not very easy, and I had to search a lot online. I searched a lot, but I couldn't find anything. Notice that I do have the cube enabled here, and I do have 3D windows working. And anyway, let's get to what happens now. When you first come here to this display settings, if you have multiple monitors, you may see it as setting for each individual monitor. It might be might be listed, like, you know, if you have 3 1920 by 1080s, they might be all listed here 3 times with 1920 by 1080. Well, I multiplied the 3 of those together, and I think my math's not quite exactly right, but I got it working, and that's the main thing here. But the other part is this detect outputs. This puts a cube on, in my experience, puts a cube on each one of your monitors. And I only wanted 1 cube in the middle of my monitors. So I have that now, and I'll show you. See, it's hard to see. I know it's spinning around, the whole cube's spinning, and you can't see all the other 2 monitors at all, unfortunately. But that's what happens when I click that detect outputs. Now I have 1 cube in the middle of the monitor. Now if you can see, there are like panels coming off the corners, and those are just depicting the other monitors. It's detecting the other monitors, so it's showing that there's more to see here. But it doesn't cube now, and you guys can't see this, but there's a monitor, or excuse me, a cube on the other 2 monitors as well as the one I'm looking at here. So I have 3 cubes instead of just 1 large one in the middle. Okay, so I uncheck the detect outputs, and now that I've had it switched, I still have the panels in the corner. Okay, but I'm going to add, I only need to do this once. 1920, and oops, I'm getting ahead of myself. 1080. Now if I add this in, and now I'll turn this cube again, and you can see that those panels are gone. I know you can't see the outside monitors, but I have 1 large cube here, and the reason it's so large is because I unzoomed it. Let me see here. I'm going to zoom it back in so it's smaller, and I'll go back to the general settings, to the display settings. But now you can see that I have 1 cube. Alright, so let me detect the outputs again, and you can see the panels there. That looks pretty obvious. You can see what I'm doing here with the smaller cube. You can easily see that. So uncheck that again. Now I may have to add a new one now, because I was planning on using the first one to do my work here. But I checked that detect after I shrunk the monitor again. Okay, so now I've got 1 monitor, or 1 cube on 1 monitor again. Actually, I'd say it's like 1 cube, but sorry about the little glitch there. I think I'm running the video capture, screen capture, and the cube and everything's stressing out my system. But one of the things that you notice too is my 3D windows are gone. So I got to come in here and delete that one and delete that one, and now my 3D windows come right back. So I got one cube spinning in the middle of the screen, middle of my 3 monitors. There's only one. I don't have any cubes outside, but yeah, actually, if you look at it like this, you can see it's a kind of a rectangle. Just added all 3 cubes together in one. Now at a larger size, it's not so easy to see that, and I do like to go with that larger size here in my settings, but I like to go about 3/4 full screen on the zoom. It does kind of look more like a cube when you're looking at it, even though I know it's not truly a cube. It's more like a rectangle. But the 3D windows are working. It gets large. It looks really nice. I enjoyed playing with this. Anyway, that's all I wanted to share. Oh, I take that back. There is one more important thing. If you do this display settings, if you delete that, it will not be pretty. Do not delete that. Because if you leave that space, that output's blank, you won't get your monitors back. So never ever delete that. Just click back, go back to it, display settings, still there. Don't delete that. I had to do a complete reinstall of my operating system after doing that once. I don't know why I did it. I was experimenting and it crashed in a major bad way. So take my word for it. Take my advice. Do not delete your outputs completely. Always have at least one in there. Alright guys, this is BuzzBaits Linux Things signing out. You have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.